Welcome to the Green and Go G Lounge. I'm your host, Amon Green, along with my good friends and teammate, Mr. Gilbert Gravedigger Brown, man. How you doing?
Hey,
And
man.
Dorse, the horse Levens. What's up, Dorsey, man? What's up? What's
AG, what's
good with
good,
you?
baby boy?
Man, nothing, man. Nothing much. Just a crazy, busy weekend for me, coaching and teaching. But how about y'all? Y'all can start it off. I know we got some stuff going down with the Brown family, and things, and
No, you know how it is, man.
yeah,
It's a Tuesday,
yeah,
coming from a Monday, from a busy weekend, man. And
yeah.
you say we ought to have a session on here called "Slap the Shit Out of Somebody."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just like
People,
we good. We good for starting sessions.
yeah.
But
People,
I you know what I do want to say, man.
what's up?
I am so ecstatic and proud to see Deion Sanders do his thing.
Yeah, I love it too.
That's what I like to talk about, just because it's so many haters out there, and pointing fingers and want to be a part of, and ain't done nothing and ain't poured nothing in the pot. You know what I mean? But it's just crazy because from where he went to where he is now. I mean, it was something on what was that, Facebook, where he was doing a rap. He was in his suit, must be
when
the
he was
money.
playing back in the day, yeah.
I mean, and from doing that to going night and day, man. I mean, I tip my hat off to the man because he's doing good things right now.
Yeah, he's doing really good things. Stuff. He got those players ready to play some ball. His son he's coaching him up, and then he has Tom Brady helping him on the side too. So he's making sure his son getting the best of both worlds and understanding what it takes to be a quarterback. And at the college level, but eventually at the pro level, he's setting records. To see that and then see them firing back to both of them, not just Deion, but Shador as well, because he's getting a little flack too from time to time, because he's defending his dad, one or the other, which is good. You see, it's great to see, to make sure he understands the confidence that he has to have in himself, to speak up, and it's okay, and to say, hey man, this is us. So if you're gonna fire my dad, you gotta fire me, and I'm gonna fire right back. I'm not afraid of that. And then do their thing on the football field, or do his thing on the football field too. So proud to see that.
I didn't know Tom Brady was helping Shador.
Yeah. Tom has got his little own I don't know if it's a marketing agency or quarterback training thing going on. So he got that going on. He's training other quarterbacks, high school level, college level guys, along with Shador. So he's got a little easy business starting up already, coming out the game. So we're not all 6-time, 7-time Super Bowl winning quarterbacks that could start a little big like that. So Doris, what's up with you, man?
I was up in Wisconsin with Gilbert this weekend, taking a tour of all the small towns in the state of Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
I seen every ear of corn in the whole state this weekend. Me and Gilbert went ATVing. I almost froze to death.
Oh, it's already dropping temperatures into the 40s and 50s at night in Green Bay right now.
AG, I'm falling behind this pretty son bitch, and you can see him pulling his sleeves over his hands. I said, oh my god.
Well, that's because Gilbert got polar bear in his bloodline somewhere.
Yeah, hey, you are from Detroit.
AG, when I got off the ATV, my first of all, my hands were numb and my fingers from the knuckle up were white.
Wow!
And I had a sweatshirt on. Gilbert was right there with a t-shirt.
I see. I'm not saying this in a bad way, G. You got them layers though. That's good for you. And when it starts to get cold. Nothing. It's all love there. It's all love.
Hey, AG, that's the nicest way you can tell a motherfucker he a fat ass. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome, my brother. You're welcome. Oh man. Yeah, so you said ATVs or jet skis? Which one was it? ATVs?
No, ATVs. And Gilbert. So I punked out. I was like, y'all can have this shit. I'm getting in the car with his sister with the damn heat.
Oh,
fuck this ATV. Gilbert hung it out. It was raining, and he was still out there. When we got to the campsite, whole front of his sweatshirt was wet.
Oh my goodness.
His goggles was wet. I was like, man, I don't know why you still out there. It's cold as fuck.
I needed, I needed them things on my goggles, man.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, the windshield wipers. Oh my God, that's too funny right there. I can't.
And that's the thing, man. We always doing something, or we always working, or whatever. That was fun for me, so I wanted to ride it till the end, man. I ain't had no fun in a while, so that was fun for me.
It was fun until my fingers almost froze off. Then the shit wasn't fun no more.
Oh man, hey, that sounds like a time when I first got to Green Bay and I was doing my talk show on the radio with Mike Counter. You remember Mike Counter?
Yeah,
he was around. Yep, and it was the old linebacker that had a show at that time too. He's actually on the show with us. Brian Noble.
Oh yeah, okay.
Brian Noble was the co-host along with me and Mike, and he was bragging up this fishing spot up in Door County all season long. So we're doing this show every week, every Tuesday, and then we get to May in the off season, so 01. And I get up there, he's like, hey, yeah, it's got the best fishing, the weather's gonna be great, all this, that, and the other. And I get up there, it's kind of like what y'all did describe, where y'all was four-wheeling that. I get up there, it's raining, it's free, it's coming off the lake, it's hitting the boat, we getting 6-foot waves. So I'm like, Brian, no, where that 80 degrees at, bro? I'm like, we get 6-foot wave, my butt, my back. I think I had back out of me going on because we were flattening it out. We were hitting them 6-foot waves on that boat and go, boom.
No, sir.
Boom. I was like,
turn this boat around, sir.
The whole time I'm giving Brian the business.
That's an odd one. I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't swim either. I can't swim.
Hold on. Wait. No, we ain't gonna let that slide. What? Gilbert, what the fuck you mean you can't swim?
I can't swim, man.
Can't your big ass float? You just gonna sink like you just gonna sink like an anchor.
Where'd you learn how to swim? Y'all had to have activities or something. See, I grew up in the city of Detroit. They took away all the swimming pools and everything from when we was growing up. So would you want me to swim on concrete? I can't swim, man.
You gotta do what my mom did. Improvise. We were in LA. She couldn't.
There was no big enough bathtub.
It wasn't a bathtub. It was a fountain. She had me go into a fountain because all these other little kids were swimming in the fountain. So she go, there you go, right there. There's a swimming pool. And
Gilbert, growing up, my grandmother worked for Syracuse Parks and Recreation. So one part of her job was to go to different parks. So I swam every day in the summertime. I hung out with my grandmother almost the whole summer. Went to work with her every day. As soon as the pool opened, I was in there. We had free lunch. Round the corner at the elementary school.
You had the setup right there.
That's not a luxury for us. We ain't had nothing.
Yeah,
I'm sorry to hear that. You didn't learn how to swim.
It's too late now.
No, it ain't too late. They never.
It's too late now. You put me in the water when I can still got my stand. Somebody get knocked out. Can't do it.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, there's a place we took my son called Aqua Tots. And they teach the babies how to swim. Okay. I'm gonna call over there and see if they can make an exception.
Oh man, that's cold-blooded.
They can put the little arm things on your the little floaties on your arm.
Oh dang.
He'll get you right, dog. He'll get you right.
I'm good. I'm good. No,
man.
I'm good.
And on that note, we're gonna take a break. And when we come back, we're gonna get into these young Packers and the 30 Birds and how it went down in Atlanta this past Sunday. All right, so we'll be back to the Green Go G Lounge in 2 and 2. All right, that was good. Right under the line of 10 minutes. All right, here. All right, Gilbert. Before I don't scare you, I'm about to come back. Okay. Remember last week I scared you.
You scared the shit out of it.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right, we're back to the Green Go G Lounge. I'm your host, Amon Green, along with Gilbert Brown, Gravedigger, Doris the Horse Levins. All right, we got our boys, you call them kids now because we that old. So they went down to Dorsey's neighborhood, down to the deep south there, ATL, Mercedes-Benz Stadium to play these young Falcons. They got a young squad as a new young quarterback and Treader, young running back, B. John Robinson out of Texas, their first round draft pick that last week before their last game had a great game too and kind of came in this game as well, doing really good. So I'm gonna start off with G on the defense. side of the ball, give his take on the game, first half, second half, and any thoughts that he can share with us. What's up, dog? And start off like that.
You put me on the spot, man. God, no. I mean, listen to everybody conversation. They want Joe. What's his name? Joe Barry.
Yep, the defensive coordinator.
They want him out of there.
Yeah,
they want him out of there. I mean, if you go back and you look at the game, man. I mean, second half? I don't know what happened. Let's just be honest, man, because they started to run game, and offense was doing 3 and outs, and defense was supposed to stop them, at least hold them until. But they gave up. Somehow we lost the momentum. I think.
Right.
Somehow, somewhere we lost it, and it goes to that. When you look at the game, I said that's a total team loss, right there. Mm-hmm. Total team loss, total failure from top to bottom. Especially when what was it before they started coming back? Was it 24-12? 24-12. 24-12, and then the debacle starts. You know what I'm saying? So you can't, and then and to jump on the offensive side real quick. I mean, you lost. You didn't have Bakhtiari. You didn't have Aaron Jones. You lost Jenkins. You know what I'm saying? So,
No Christian Watson.
Yeah,
he's still on the bench. Yeah, he's still on the bench.
So then, I mean, a couple people want to point the finger at the quarterback. Let's point the finger at the spade, the coach, man, because you got to put all that together. Here's the biggest part that I don't understand.
What is it?
Y'all two running back. So let help me out on this.
Okay.
You put A.J. Dillon in the feature role. He can't run them plays like Aaron Jones can. He's like a fullback, a bowling ball. You got to give him those plays. Put one of those young. Don't take him out of his comfort zone and then yell at him. Is what I don't understand.
Right.
Put him back in his position. Get that young kid or whoever it is, that second string tailback, put him in and run the correct plays. That's why I don't understand why you forcing this dude to be something that he's not, and then everybody in the world talking about get rid of him. He's not good enough.
Yeah.
That's what pisses me off about it. So that's my question to y'all too. Why would you do that and then make him look like a fool?
Great question. Oh, that was Emmanuel Wilson, who's the second string or third string back, or second string this game with Aaron Jones being out. You want to handle that, Dorsey? You want to start that off?
Man, I don't know. I don't have an answer for you. That's the short answer. I don't have an answer. You would think they would adjust to what AJ does better. He's not a speed guy. He's a bruiser, right? So in between the tackles is where he should live. But every now and then you got to throw him outside just to keep the defense off. What I wanted to talk about was in the game was that this is a total rebuild this year on offense, right? From top to bottom. I thought the first 3 quarters Jordan Love did well, spreading the ball around. I didn't know who he was throwing the ball to. I was like, who's that? Wicks? I don't know who Wicks is. And I was like, okay, I remember Reed. I know who Romeo Dobbs is, but all the other guys, Torrey, I've seen him catch a couple balls. But it was just like I'm watching it and I'm like, I don't know any of these guys out here. I don't know what to expect. It's crazy. We went to an event with Gilbert and the Dells, and the Packer crowd after the game was over was still kind of upbeat. And that's not normal for the state of Wisconsin. Usually when the Packers lose,
it's over.
Everybody got an attitude. Everybody's sad. Ain't no buzz in the room.
Right.
But here's the conclusion I came to. The reason why they were cool, because there's no expectations. There's zero nobody knows what to expect. Nobody knows. I know I'm watching the game and I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know who your go-to receiver is. I don't know. Nobody knows. So that's the thing. For me, man, it's gonna take some time for this rebuild. You know, first 3 quarters, they were great. Jordan Love was 0 for 7, I believe, in the 4th quarter passing. Yeah, man, it takes 4 quarters to win a game. We all know that. 4 quarters. They were great. They were great for 3. They just got to pull it all together.
Yep. And I pretty much echo both of y'all right there, because like the things I saw, it's still, you know, a young team. And that's why I started saying, that's why I thought we're talking about these kids, because they're young. They don't have a lot of field experiences in football when you're in situations where you got to perform at a high level and the pressure's on you, then you don't have to, you just, sometimes the veterans, you know, we just react to it, or veterans on the team will react the right way. So this, knowing that's from the player standpoint, and from the coaching standpoint, is just, you know, making sure you put the players in the best way to win. So to your point, G, for the plays and the runs that they were giving AJ and trying to, you know, put him in the same position as Aaron Jones, yeah, that is something you cannot do, because obviously it's a different area for AJ Dillon trying to do a screen pass, or, you know, a speed motion or what have you, to make sure he try to get a screen on the outside of the edge like they do with Aaron Jones. So, you know, stuff like that, to just make sure as a coach that you, like I said, put your players in the right position. I like overall the effort. Like the effort is there for 4 quarters. They just got to make sure they bring it in tight and have the mental there. I mean, my biggest thing, the only mistake, because they still had a chance to win after all this, still had a chance to win. And it's just really, if Jordan Love gets that conversion, and just a mental error on his part, which I said he's going to have that. Yeah, I don't know if you saw that at the end, G, but, you know, it was probably like 4.5. It was like 4:15 on the clock. And if they get this first down, they could just drain the clock and win the game. And I'm assuming 2 things happened in the huddle before they broke the huddle. It was like, all right,
Gilbert, you didn't see the play, did you?
Did you see the play?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to say that.
I laughed. I'm gonna let you finish, AG, but that might have been one of the funniest things I've seen. If he wasn't playing for the Packers, it's one of the funniest things I've seen in years. I've never seen a do that before.
So the only like big mental error, because he threw no interceptions, he threw 3 touchdowns, he had a little bit over 100 yards passing. So okay day. But what made it worse was the fact this last play, all you had to do, you know, is quarterback sneak, they're trying to get the defense to jump off sides. So they tried the didn't work. Defense just sit there and watch them. But he tried to actually take the snap when Myers wasn't ready. He didn't snap the ball. So it was just Jordan doing the quarterback sneak on 4th and 1. And of course,
nobody
moved. I was like, oh my God.
Jordan pulled back and went to sneak without the ball, and he was the only one moving.
Yeah.
What the fuck what happened?
Yeah, so he did own the play. He did own up on the play, but it was just, when you saw it happen, I was like, oh no. I was like, he had a good game. But it's gonna be brought up in meetings. You know, the good thing is he owned up to it, but it was just unfortunate because he had a pretty good game up until that right at the end. You know,
but
that's why it's a 4-quarter game.
You know what? That comes from not playing with each other too, though. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, if that was Brett and Frankie would have snapped the ball.
Right. They help him out.
You know what I'm saying? Just because they got their signals. They've been with each other for a while. Yeah. I mean, this a new team. Don't nobody really know each other, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta have signals, because I can tell, like when me and Dorsey was in the places and somebody walk in looking crazy, Dorsey gonna give me that look, and I'm gonna laugh because I know what he's talking about. You know?
Yeah, you saw it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Wisconsin is a different world, boy.
Oh man,
a whole nother world. It's a whole nother world.
No, like I said, so some growing pains going on for the whole team in itself. Yeah. So they're sitting at 1-1, where probably a lot of people didn't see them sitting at. So
no, I to be honest, I thought they was going in Detroit game 3-0. To be honest,
okay,
that's what I thought they was gonna do. Going to the Detroit, then we're gonna really see, because we're getting into conference play and everything. What we got? Hey, before we go into it, did y'all see that statue they gave Barry Sanders?
No,
I did not see it.
I heard about.
It's cold, man. They gave Detroit Lions gave Barry Sanders a statue. outside because I'm Facebook friends with Kevin Glover. You know what I'm saying? His center.
Yeah, the center. He was with me in Seattle.
Yeah. So
Good guy.
and,
Good guy.
yeah, he a real good dude. I try to take his head off, but he a real good dude. But he's it when you see this statue, man, he's on 1 foot. I mean, it's Barry Sanders. That statue right there is Barry Sanders on 1 foot, but his body going a whole different way.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, man. So
I can't imagine that.
Very well deserved. Well deserved. Took too long, but well deserved.
Is it from the Ford Field?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Good spot.
Yeah.
Do it where he did it.
That's what they do with goats. They put you in front of the place.
Yeah, and well deserved.
Definitely. Yeah. Well deserved.
He's my favorite and my number one running back of all time on my list.
All time?
All time.
Yeah. It's one. It's my one. My one is Walter Payton. And then he's number 2. And then Emmett's right after that. Them 3 guys who I watched. Yeah, I know you played against Emmett, G, so I understand the gripe there because y'all on the field, you try to stop him and all that fun.
Yeah, I'll probably put Walter Payton in front of Emmitt Smith. A lot. The biggest reason probably because he whooped our ass. Probably just a little bit of hate, just a little bit.
Yeah, I could get that. I respect.
I'm gonna say. I mean, I understand all that. Emmitt in my top 10. Yeah, he in my top 10.
Yeah. He was.
You can't pass Jim Brown. You can't pass Walter. You can't pass Barry. No. And you can't pass Eric. Yeah. Or Marcus.
Yeah.
Pull them out.
Those are running backs right there. Yes, sir. So let's go to a break here. We'll be back to the Green and Gold G Lounge. So we will return in 2 and 2.
Deuces.
All right, you ready, G? I ain't gonna scare
you.
Yes,
sir.
All right, coming back to the Green and Gold G Lounge. I'm your host along with my good friends Dorsey Levins, Gilbert Brown, the Grave Digger. He looking at trying to get all fresh, so clean. So let's talk about. I'm
trying to push my collar down. I keep having that.
Okay.
Y'all collar look all nice, man.
Hey G,
well, the question.
Every T-shirt you have look like you've been doing this all day. Ooh, it's hot in here. So hot.
That's what I was about to say. The reason why that shirt looked like that because you probably been wearing it for a whole week straight. That's the question. That's what I'm thinking.
Sound like it's come from experience.
But I'm not gonna wear those shirts on TV, bro.
Oh, okay.
Green. I get the clean shirt.
This must mean I got to cut grass today. That's what it is.
Oh man, y'all still. That's right. You got probably like another couple weeks of that because I know temperature dropping.
AG, where you at? You in Nebraska or you?
I'm in Nebraska, but I'll be up there alumni weekend. So I'll see. I don't know if y'all both. I know Dorsey, you're coming. I know you're coming.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll see you for sure. G, you coming?
Yeah, I'll be there somewhere.
I'll see.
Yeah, it's already fall in Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's been fall in Wisconsin since July. It started
to change.
It's the trees in July when me and Marie were packing up the house. She noticed that one of the trees in the neighborhood we was in started to turn colors already in July. She was like, "Yeah, we getting up out of here."
Yeah, but I'm sure you saw it on the highways. We traveled on the same road the whole time. It was a couple of bright red trees that could completely turn. You saw them?
Yeah. So on that note, let's talk about news around the NFC North. There's a lot of good games from them teams and to see where they at. And we got obviously games from around the league. We had a good, interesting game.
Hey, my son was telling me Nick Chubb got hurt.
Yo.
Was it bad?
It was bad. Remember Napoleon Kaufman with the Raiders back in the day? Remember that? On Monday Night Football?
Yeah.
It rinse and repeat.
You know what? I didn't see it, and I don't want to see it.
Yeah, it's bad.
Did he get like bent back or something?
No. So, and then the same with Kaufman, and that's what I tweeted out because somebody sent the tweet. One of my good friends, new faculty member here at the university, sent me the tweet. I clicked it on my phone, went to it, watched the video. So somebody posted right away. So he had somebody. He was already getting tackled. So somebody was on his back or on his upper body, and then I think it was Fitzpatrick, the strong safety for the Steelers, Pro Bowl safety, hit him. I mean, he went V-line straight to his knee as he's falling over with somebody on his back. So his body's going one way, and his knee. So it looked like he tore every ligament in his knee.
All right, I don't want to hear no more.
Yeah,
I can't.
It was bad. It was bad. And so I replied on the tweet and said that should be an illegal tackle because of what I see. He's already engaged. He's already going down. He's tackled. He wasn't coming out of it. And and we know DBs, we know linebackers, we know defensive guys. They know better. They know a hit that should not happen, and sometimes they just do it anyway because they see a big back coming. We were a part of that, Doris. Yeah. Guys going for our knees, going for our ankles. You know, I remember Sylvester Crooms telling me, AG, he said, I've been watching guys coming at your ankles during games. He said, you know what you do? When they go down, you hesitate and put your shoulder pad right between their two numbers on their back because they send them a message. Like, no, don't go for my, because they're taking you out. You know, they're trying to take you out. And unfortunately, he is taken out. And so I put on there, I said, this should be an illegal tackle because of the way he was already engaged into being tackled and falling down to the ground. And he was defenseless runner, basically, at that time, because they don't protect the runners, running backs or the runners with the ball as much as they do quarterbacks or wide receivers, things of that nature. So this is a position where he was defenseless and it was no need he was already going down. The tackle was done. And Fitzpatrick just, as DBs do, most of them maybe are coached to do it too, go low on a big back. And that's what happened on that play. So,
as Dion used to say back in the day, it's a business decision.
True.
AG, we were some big dudes and we ran hard. I don't know if I'm a defensive back and I got half a brain. I'm not going to hit you or me up high. Coming down. And I'm sure your shins, just like mine, are scarred up.
All scratched up.
Yeah. But in their defense, if they hit us up high, they're just going to bounce off.
Yeah, but they got to take that L, though. That's what I say. Take that L. Take that L. The only person that I had much respect for as a defensive back, because I never seen him once hit a running back low, was Troy Polamalu. He hit Grunk one time where people went low on Grunk all the time. Gronkowski for the Patriots. Every time I see him hit Grunk, he hit Grunk dead between the 8 and the 7, right in his chest every time. Bow! I was like, oh. I said, that's what I'm talking about. He ain't trying. He might take the L, but he didn't. Every time he hit Grunk, I think he broke Grunk. Or bruised his sternum one time. I was like, ooh, that one hurt. So he's doing body blows on him. So I was like, I got respect for him, even though I wish he was on my team because he hurt. He hit me one time on a swing route, and I was with the Texans, and I looked at Matt Schaub, and I said, oh man, don't throw it. Please don't throw it. Because I see 43V lying me right here. I can see through my peripheral. I'm like, shit, the ball's coming. Here comes the ball. I was like, just catch it. It's like, oh. Yeah, I hurt the rest of the game on my right side of my body. So respect to Polamalu and making sure they don't take a running back's knees out. And Fitzpatrick, you got to work on it, homie. And I said, that's not the way you go about it. But good. I say my thoughts and prayers are with Nick Chubb and a speedy recovery, surgery, and everything. But there was other good football going on. No more illegal hits, stuff like that. AFC North, we had Joe's Lions and Seahawks go to overtime. Mr. Brown, did you catch that game?
Why you say my Lions? Ain't my Lions?
Well, you from the city. I'm going to throw that in there.
I don't pay them fools no attention.
And then the Vikings and the Eagles go at it on Thursday Night Football. And the Eagles get the Vikings right at the end, 28-34 there. And then the Bears still trying to figure that they can't get right. They're trying to get things right down
there.
They
look like 11 little pumpkins running around out there.
Yeah, so they did. They all had the orange helmets and jersey on. Did you see that, Doris?
Yeah.
So
Halloween came early,
super early for the Bears in terms of wearing the costumes, but they lose to the I say Baker Mayfield led offense, Buccaneers 27-17. So that puts the Bears at 0-2, and I believe the Vikings are 1-1. And
that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Everybody lost in the division. Yep. So I think we still first.
Yeah, 1-1 across the board. Lions lost in overtime. No, they won. I'm sorry. They won. They got a dub. Or did I write that down wrong? Did I write that? No, they lost.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Seahawks won. Seahawks won in that game. But to reference our game real quick, we had the Tavion Wicks. He had 2 receptions, 40 yards and a touchdown, and Jaden Reed, 2 rookie receivers. Had 37 yards and 2 touchdowns. So at least the Young Bucks are getting together. And then around the NFL, big games, we had the Bills wake up. They get their dub. They beat up on the Raiders. They had the Raiders come to Buffalo, beat them up 38-10. The Ravens and the Bengals still got Joe Burrow trying to get right. He didn't have training camp, so this is his training camp right now, but it's costing them. And so they lost to the Ravens. The Chiefs get a dub, get on the board against the feisty Jaguars. Our Doug Peterson, Dougie Fresh down there got some young dogs down there. They know what they're doing. They lost to the Chiefs 17-9, so it was a good close game there. A lot of field goals, I guess. And then the Chargers and Titans, big game there. And with the Chargers, get the L from the Tennessee Titans. Tannehill using his legs and not his arm in that game. Any game stick out to you guys around the league and in the NFC North or wherever? College football, anywhere?
No, for me, I the biggest thing that stuck out, obviously, Nick Chubb. I got him on a couple of fantasy teams. And I feel bad that when he went out, that's where my mind went, right? Just
right,
yeah. I'm just a fan. I don't care no more. But yeah, man, I thought it was some good games. I don't think any game stood out to me more than the other.
Mm-hmm.
I thought what Anthony Richardson did, the rookie quarterback. Is it Richardson or Richards? What's his last name?
Yeah, Richardson. You're right, Richardson with the Colts.
Yeah, before he got knocked out of the game.
Yeah, he got protective. He went in high. He got hit.
Yeah, that one guy. I remember we joked about his name last week. The kid from the Rams, the rookie. He had another 15 targets. Nakua Pukuo, something like that.
Oh.
Anyway, he's a rookie guy from the Rams. Obviously, Cooper Kupp is out, but he's got 29 targets in 2 games.
Oh wow!
And 21 2 games. Yeah,
he set a rookie record.
Yep. And with us, I saw highlights from the Jets and Cowboys game, and the Jets offensive line is so bad. I don't care who playing quarterback.
They're struggling right now.
Because I was like, if Aaron was back there, he's not going to do any better than Zach Wilson because he ain't got no time.
Right.
If you ain't got no time, no matter who you are, you're not gonna play well.
Yeah.
So the Jets got to get that fixed. But that's probably what stood out to me. Dolphins look good.
Because they play against the Patriots. So I know I got a couple people in the chat here said, what about that Miami game right there? I know Tua is my fantasy quarterback, so I'm happy. I got to get some yards.
I got Tyreek Hill on the team. Yeah, man. It was and the Patriots are 0-2. But the last time that happened, Bill Belichick went 0-2. They won a Super Bowl. It was back in 2001.
It was I think it was a call kind of turned his face a little sideways. He already got a mean look anyway. But I think it was either a ball, a pass, or foot being inbounds or out of bounds or something like that. And they gave it to, or they made a no call or something like that. And so he didn't like that. But it was real judgment. It could have went either way, and then went the Dolphins' way in that situation. And then did you see Russell Wilson throwing the Hail Mary up and getting the catch? But they still had to finish the job. I tried to get the 2-point conversion. I thought that was good. Thought the Broncos definitely a little bit different under Sean Payton. I mean, he started with last week's game with the Super Bowl onside kick play. He did that in the opening kickoff of the season. He did an onside kick, and they just missed it. They didn't get the recovery. They just missed it. So I was like, oh, Mr. Sean trying to pull out all the bells and whistles right away, see if the other team is on attention, paying attention to what things are going on. But from what I've seen so far, Russell is playing within the scheme, and he does buy time for himself when obviously the pocket breaks down, but nothing that I've seen that when he was at Seattle, all about running around trying to make something happen, as they say back then, let Russ cook. None of that going on. He's staying within what him and Sean Payton are doing there in Denver. So I'm good. I'm happy to see that. And CJ Stroud from Ohio State with the Texans put up some good numbers as a rookie quarterback. So I'm excited for him. I don't know if they won. I can't remember. I gotta go find it. but he had a good game, you know. So, all right. Anybody else got something? Anything? If not, we're gonna take this thing to break. G, you got any more?
No. Did you say you got a live chat going? You can see some people chat?
Yeah, I got a chat going on my screen here. We got my man, the Dome Rocker, in the building right now, asking questions, commenting on stuff.
So we can ask a live question on there then, huh?
Yeah, we sure can. So we got 7 people watching us right now, and a Dome Rocker and anybody else watching. If you want to fire a question here when we're gonna take this small little break coming up to wrap up the show. We got Lino TG as well. Fire some questions at us. We'll definitely answer. We'll be gladly to answer.
Yeah, we got to have a fan. We got to have a fan section.
We got a fan section this year, guys. We got some live
and
chat going on here.
Fans, if you say something stupid, leave your address so we can come slap shit out you too.
All right, so we'll take a quick break and be right back on Agree to Go G Loud so G could get some food so he could be happy and not grumpy like he was when he was playing because he wouldn't eat before a game. So he'd be mad. All right, be back here. Agree to Go G Loud. See you in 2 and 2. So yeah, we got some questions coming up here. We got 2
That'd be good
there.
So we're not gonna do our picks.
No, we'll do our picks. We still got time.
We only got 10 minutes. We have to fly through them.
Yeah. So we got 2 questions, and then we could get to the picks. One question we kind of already answered anyway, so it'll be fast. All right, coming back to the Green and Gold Gene Lounge. I'm your host, along with Gilbert Brown, Dorsey 11. So quick questions. One of them we kind of answered already. We got Mr. College in the chat saying, what are your thoughts on? And we kind of mentioned it, guys, already. What are our thoughts on Chubb's injury?
Yeah, you just hate to see it, man. You just any injury on any player, but those knee injuries, man, they're hard to watch.
Yeah,
no matter at what position.
Yeah, this one's hard to watch. So it's graphic. Like they got the warning label on Twitter. Before you click the video, they have the warning label. This is graphics. X. Oh yeah, X. That's right. X. It's Twitter is going to still be Twitter for a long time. I don't care who bought it. No, it don't matter. And my man Lionel TG says, "Good morning, goats." Good morning to all these goats on the screen. So appreciate that, Lionel GT. Appreciate that. All right, next question. It says, "What's the best way?" Are we talking about for the Chargers to overcome their defensive troubles? They got a good defense. They got Cleo Mack. They got some good DBs. So,
what's his name?
Cleo Mack. Cleo.
No. The dude who asked the question.
Oh, his name is. It's scrolling up. Oh, Lionel TG.
Lionel TG.
Yeah.
We don't give a fuck about the Chargers. This is the Green and Gold G Lounge. We ain't paying attention. Chargers. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, Lane. Oh, I'm sorry. Lane OTG. Lane OTG. It's been a while. TG.
We got our own team we got to worry about. Anybody think about no fucking Chargers?
Oh. Stop it. Oh. And then Dome Rocker got a message for you, G. Hopefully let me read this thing first. Oh, here he is. Here he said, here you go. He asked it to your question, G. His name is Dome Rocker 420. And he says, tell Gilbert I'll message my address and I have a bacon and cheeseburger for him when he gets here.
Tell his monk ass. He better have his thick bacon. All right, that little cheap bacon.
That microwave bacon. Don't put that microwave bacon on there. I know exactly what you're talking about, G. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. That nasty, that little microwave come out that little plastic container.
Oh, dribble up bacon.
No. Give me the real thick stuff. I had that at a restaurant just last week here in Lincoln. They gave me the thick bacon. I said, "Oh, this is the thick bacon.
This the real stuff."
Everybody looked at me like, "What?" I'm like, "Y'all just see y'all don't know about this. It's a 2 different bacons out there in the world."
You gotta be like, "I'm from Wisconsin, man. I ain't never seen no bacon like this before."
Right, man. They got the real bacon. Yeah, he said no microwave bacon. No microwave bacon. All right, man. Let's get to them. Let me get my screen set up to get to these picks of the week because we got some good games coming up. And we have our wins and losses from last week. Let's see what went down for all of us here, but let me get set up. Give me a second.
Hey Gilbert, I thought we was gonna talk. You said something about the band director got tased. You be watching.
Oh my God, I heard you.
Yeah, I'm sitting here. You know, I'm sitting watching the news and talking to y'all fools, and I couldn't get to where the school was, but the band director was leading the band, and the police were telling them to stop. And the band director said, "Man, this is my band. I'm gonna keep going." You know?
Hold on. So it was a high school band.
I believe so.
Okay.
And where were they marching?
No, they was playing at the game.
They're at their game
or something.
Okay.
I haven't got the whole gist of it. All I know is the dude kept playing, and you can see the police say, "All right, now, keep going. You wait that one more time."
Really?
And we're gonna get your ass. And he did, so they did.
What? I thought that was. I mean, they were in his neck of the woods, though.
Now he's suing the police.
I'm about to say, I'm gonna get me a suit going on. I'm doing my job. I'm leading the band. What's wrong with that? Why is that illegal?
That's what happened when the Titanic went down. They kept playing, didn't
it? Hey,
so Gilbert, what you're saying was the band kept playing as he was getting tased.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! This is too much.
Hey man, y'all laugh about the wrong stuff, man. God damn.
I'm trying to figure out what happened, man.
I can't with y'all right now.
They said the tuba dude hit a big note when they got it.
Oh man, stop it. All right, man.
Hey, what's that noise on The Price is Right when you get the answer wrong? That's what the band played when he got tased.
Oh my God, that is just wrong. All right, let's get to these picks. See who had the week of weeks and who didn't have the week of weeks. I didn't go through all the questions or all the picks.
Got me crying over here.
But we look like we got some wins on here. Our first game up, it was the Packers Atlanta. We all went Green Bay, so we lost there. I didn't get to do the math, so. Real quick. So I'm just pointing out a few games before we do our new picks of the week. So I know we lost Green Bay to that last second little mishap there.
We might well just go ahead. And do the picks, man.
Do the new picks? We just do the picks? All right. We do the new
picks. Chances are, since I was in first last
I'll
year,
do the math for next week.
And Gilbert was in last year. That's probably the same. That's probably how it went. It's probably the same thing.
See this pencil, Dorsey?
Oh man. So to the live chat, we do our picks for the upcoming week. So this is week 3 for the NFL. And the first pick of the week is going to be the Prime Video Thursday night football game. The Giants going all the way out to California, playing them 49ers. Who you got here, G? And the line is San Francisco at 10.5. Good gracious.
49ers, man. Both of them boys, they look good, man. Purdy. What's his name? Purdy.
His brother's here. His brother Chuba is here in Lincoln. His name's Chuba Purdy. I'm like, dang.
What position?
Quarterback.
Really?
Yeah. So you got 49ers, Mr. Levens?
Same thing. And Saquon Barkley's out.
Oh no, that hurt me.
Yeah, he's out about 3 weeks. So I'm gonna go with 49ers, man.
They got a high ankle sprain or a bad.
They're gonna say that running back case is looking bad, man.
Yeah, it is. No, it is. It really is.
Yep.
Across the league.
Yep, across the league, it doesn't look good. The young buck look good for Bijan Robinson for the Atlanta Falcons. He looked good, and hopefully he can stay healthy.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, and hopefully he can stay healthy to keep running backs relevant in the NFL. All right, here we go. Next game is the game we're gonna be at: the Saints and the Packers. Them gnarling Saints coming to Lambeau Field. Green Bay is got the line at 2 points, y'all. Mr. Levens, who's your pick here?
I'm gonna go with the Packers. I'm gonna go. New Orleans got a good defense. They do have a good defense, but I'm rooting for them. I'm gonna be a homer and root for the home team. I mean, since I'm there, I might as well.
Yeah, we in the town.
Yep. Yeah, might as well put on the Green Bay hat and go cheer.
Yep. Mr. Brown.
GB. You know I'm picking GB. You know that.
Yep. Gotcha. All right, now the Dirty Birds are going to Detroit. And Detroit got the line at 3.5 points, Mr. Brown. So I started with you.
That's going to be. I think Detroit might get that one.
I'm with
I
you on
think
that.
Detroit might get it.
All right.
Detroit.
And I'm feeling it too. I think, like I said, Falcons got a little help, a little mistake at the end with our Packers there. So they got a little dub off of that. So I'm gonna go Detroit as well. To wrap up the NFC North, we have the Chargers going to Minneapolis. I want to see Prince territory.
Let's go Chargers.
Oh yeah, I already know. Yeah, Mr. Brown will never, ever, 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 ever pick the Vikings.
I'm gonna go with the Chargers too.
All right, Chargers.
I gotta pick one. I gotta make some different picks than y'all.
It worked out last week for you. I didn't get the count done, but I'll have it ready for next week. I'm gonna go Vikings. I'm gonna go Vikings just because something different. All right, next game on the list here is the Buffalo Bills get their first win, and now they got to go to Washington, to DC to play the Commanders. And Buffalo has the line at 6.5 points. Who you got here, G?
Wow. I saw a meme where they said where Eric Bieniemy was telling Kansas City, "You miss me, don't you?"
That's not the first, and that ain't gonna be the last.
Hey, hold on, Big G. Why you rocking like Rain Man? You got a twitch. What's this rocking for? What the hell going on over here?
My brain is overloaded.
Okay,
I need some sleep. I'm gonna go Washington.
All right, got them Commanders, Mr. Levens.
All right, his first mistake. I'm up 1 now. I'm gonna go with Buffalo.
Oh, going with them Bills Mafia, and I'm with you, Mr. Levens.
Come on, Bieniemy. Come on, baby.
Get a dub. Hey, they got him. He got him playing more aggressive. I could see that. I watched the game. The quarterback was very amped up and everything. All right, we got those Carolina Panthers going up to the Great Northwest to play those Seattle Seahawks at 1-1. And Seahawks got the line at 5.5. Dorsey, who you got here?
Seattle.
The Brown.
You said Seahawks and who?
Carolina Panthers.
Who's quarterback for Carolina?
Bryce Young, rookie.
Bryce Young, rookie out of Alabama, was the first overall pick this season.
And where they playing?
Where they playing in Seattle.
3 o'clock
kickoff. 3 o'clock.
Seattle.
Yep. They're gonna get good. They're not there yet.
Yeah.
He's a good quarterback. He's a good young quarterback. He knows what he's doing, but he just got to get an offensive line to help him out a little bit.
For y'all watching at home, if y'all can't tell, Gilbert just turned off his football. Just don't watch no football during the offseason. No draft, no combine, no nothing. He turned the damn TV back on in week 1 and said, "What? Tell me what happened." All right, let's talk about it.
Oh man, we tell him too. AG, you got.
Hey, you just killed all my Fox and ESPN resume. You just killed it.
How you don't know who the number 1 pick in the draft is? How you don't know?
I know it was a dude play quarterback. That's all I know.
And you're gonna be right 9 out of 10.
Yeah,
it's either gonna be a quarterback or like a tackle going for first overall, or a defensive end linebacker, somebody like that. All right, next game on the list, we got those Bears that look like pumpkins, like Mr. Brown said last week, and they go into those Chiefs in Kansas City.
Who
you got here? Who you got here, Mr. Leffens?
I'm going with Andy Reid and the Chiefs. Big Red,
great coach. You got here, G.
Did Mahomes just get an extension or something?
Yeah, $210 million.
What? Oh my goodness! I
thought somebody said it was $500 million. No,
the original contract was $500 million.
Well, the original was $500 million. Yeah.
Apparently, no, he didn't get an extension. They moved the money up to free up some cap space. It's still the same money, but he gonna get it in the next 2 years.
So he gonna get it.
Yeah, I think it's like $105 million in the next 2 years.
Hey, that happens.
Born at the wrong time. Just born at the wrong time.
Yeah, we're born. Yeah, we missed it by a few years. Dang.
All you running backs out there, don't let your sons grow up to be running backs. Move them to wide receiver or quarterback.
Or center field. Play them baseball. They get way more, and they won't get beat up. They can use that. They can still use that speed in the outfield, run down the fly balls, and get it back in, and still get paid $100 million.
Yeah, that's a hell of an ass whooping to catch every week, and don't nobody appreciate you.
Exactly. Exactly. All right, next game on the list here. We got one of them guys that does carry that heavy hammer, Mr. Derrick Henry. They got to face those Cleveland Browns. Unfortunately, with that injury, they had their running back. So the line is to Cleveland, though. 3.5 points to Cleveland Browns, with Tennessee going to Cleveland. Who you got here, Mr. G?
They don't got that other boy either no more, do they?
Kareem.
Yeah,
he's gone too. They
so
free agents him.
So who's the backup now?
Where is Kareem Hunt? I thought he signed. Who did he sign with? Did he sign with the Saints?
He's with somebody. He might be with the Saints. He's with somebody.
He didn't play last night. He must be hurt.
Maybe. Yeah,
wow.
Check out.
I'm gonna go with and what you say they playing?
They playing
In Cleveland.
In Cleveland.
Dog.
The Titans and the Browns.
Tennessee. I'm going with Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Yes. Mistake number 2. I got the Browns.
Mistake number 2.
Y'all make sure y'all noting this when they come out. Mr. Four Eyes over there gonna be wrong again.
Yeah, so in the chat, Nick and Dome Rocker said Kareem Hunt is still a free agent. He is not picked up.
Oh, he'll be picked up this week, homeboy.
Yeah.
Or is it Tennessee? Come on, Nick. You gotta make sure you hit me with the right answer here.
He on the plane right now, back to Cleveland.
Back to Cleveland.
I'm gonna go Tennessee too, because the defense there. I like their defense.
Thank you.
All right, here.
Oh, pretty boy don't know every damn thing.
Okay, everybody who came in last place last year, don't say nothing no more for the rest of the
show. Okay. You were voting for Tennessee in the game. Gotcha, Nick. Okay. All right. Next game on the list, we got the Broncos going to MIA, going to the Miami Dolphins. So we got Russell Wilson and Tua going at it. Good. Miami got a really good defense here. So who is your pick? What's the line here? 6.5 to Miami. Ooh.
Yeah.
Mr. Brown, who's your pick?
Miami.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do. They got some dogs on that defense.
Yeah.
Really good players. Mr. Levins, sound like Miami.
Miami, as long as Tua can keep his head on straight, no pun intended.
Yeah, he can stay upright.
Yeah.
Offensive lineman got to, protect him. We got Nick in the chat saying they're going to pick the Broncos upset. That's his upset pick. Okay.
He going to be upset about the outcome. That's what's going to happen.
Yep. Next game on the list, we got the Patriots. It's an NFC or AFC East matchup. Patriots and the Jets. Patriots are 0-2. The Jets are 1-1. And New England has a line at 2.5. So who's your pick here, Dorsey?
Patriots.
Patriots, gotcha.
Yes, Patriots. Bill ain't going 0-3.
Potential. That means Matt Jones or somebody on offense might mess it up. We'll see. Mr. Brown?
Jets.
Jets. Jets.
Quarterback ain't gonna have enough time to throw the ball.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Pats. I'm gonna go Pats here as well. Down in there. Boom. All right. Next game on the list, we got AFC South matchup. We got those Texans sitting at 0-2. Good quarterback play from the young Stroud, quarterback from Ohio State. Fixing to go against our Dougie Fresh Jaguars at 1-1. And Jacksonville has a 9.5-point line. Dorsey, who's your pick here?
I believe Vegas. I'm going with Jacksonville.
Yes, sir. Them Jags. 9.5 points.
Wasn't Gardner Minshew the quarterback at Jacksonville before Trevor Lawrence?
Before, and now he's backing up.
Indy.
He's in Indy backing up Richardson.
He finished the game. Richardson's in concussion protocol. He might.
Yeah, exactly. Who you got here, Mr. Brown? The Jags or the Texans?
Dougie Fresh and them Jags.
Yes, sir. I'm right along with y'all there. That's my guy. That is our guy. Good teammate, good coach, and even better coach. Winning Super Bowls, getting teams right. When teams can't get right, you call Dougie Fresh. All right, here we go. Colts and Ravens. We got the Colts going to Baltimore. Baltimore got our 7.5-point favorites. Mr. Brown, who's your pick here?
Baltimore. OBJ, he out?
He's out for a few weeks. He has an ankle as well.
Yeah.
I'll still go with Baltimore, I think.
Baltimore, okay. Mr. Levins?
Yeah, same. Baltimore.
In the chat, everybody got Ravens on that one. On the last one, we had one person pick the Jacksonville.
You said everybody, like, how many people in the chat? 1, 2?
We got 2 talking. It's 7 in the stream. We got 2 people talking now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they as they say in the streaming world, the ones that are not talking, they lurking because they not talking. They just lurking.
Oh,
They said, "What's up, Gilbert?" Mr. College and Nick said, "What's up, G? What's up, Gilbert?
what's up, babe? What's up, babe?
Dorsey, Mr. Levins. What's your pick?
good?
Ravens, Colts. I didn't hear you
Ravens,
if you said.
Ravens. I already said Ravens.
Oh, right. I didn't hear you. My bad. All right, there we go. Me too. I'm going Mr. Lamar Jackson and his crew. All right, next game on the list. Cowboys sitting at 2-0, about to face the 0-2 Cardinals in Arizona. Mr. Levins, who's your pick here? And the line is 12. God bless. 12 points for the Cowboys. God.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. I'm gonna go with McCarthy.
He calling plays this season. He's like, give me that. He said, give me the car keys. I'm doing it now. Mr. Brown, who's your pick?
Say that again.
Cowboys going to Arizona. Arizona's 0-2. The Cowboys have a 12-point favorites.
Give me that 1-star rating.
No. I love it. I love it, G. I'm gonna take that 1-star rating as well versus them Cards. I think Kyler Murray's still on the bench with the knee from last season. Nick says Cowboys, but the Cardinals have been doing better than I thought for a tank team. Dang, he's naming a tank team. All right. Where we at? Steelers and Raiders. We got those Raiders going. Actually, Steelers going out to Vegas. That don't sound good, but they are. They're going to play them Raiders. So who's your pick here? It's an even spread, Mr. Brown. Steelers, Raiders. So you got both sitting at 1. I mean, Steelers, Raiders, both sitting at 1-1.
Oh, I think Steelers can go out there and get that one. I think they can go out there and get that one. Coach got to get them boys going.
Mm-hmm. All right. So we got the Steelers for G. Mr. Levins, who you have?
Devontae Adams went out with a concussion. His status is uncertain. Can I hold off until I find out whether or not he's gonna play?
Nope. Got to pick right now. You know the rules. We talked about this last season.
You see how he always trying to change? He got 4 college teams. Now he's trying to change the rules in the
NFL.
NFL.
Make an informed decision.
You got. I
don't have all the information. Is what I'm trying to say.
None of us do right now, Dorsey. Got to. You remember the rules for we went through this last season.
I'm going Pittsburgh. Give me Pittsburgh.
All right. I'm gonna go. This is the game I'll go again. Do a different pick just because it's an even spread. So I'm gonna go Raiders. See what happens. See what I get. Maybe get lucky. I don't know. All right, we got the Monday Night Football matchup. We actually got 2 games again. Did y'all watch
Hey, is it gonna be like that all year? Do you know?
I don't think so. I think they just do it for the first. Usually they just
take all the lackluster out of Monday Night Football, man. It should be just one game.
Remember, the first time they used to do it, the first game would be at 7, then it'd be a West Coast game at 10.
Right. They ran them at almost the same time last night.
It was 7 and 8. Yeah, right. Yeah, next week is 7:15 and 8:15.
They messed me up. I'm thinking I had another hour to watch. I missed the whole
game.
They're
trying to get all that money.
But it worked out perfectly because once the Carolina game was over, the second half started from the late game last night.
Yep. So my man Nick in the chat says Dorsey knows his news. He has players updates on everyone. So you got
who did he say?
He said Dorsey.
The person who does research and watches TV.
That must be your cousin or something. Is that your cousin talking on
there? Gilbert, what channel ESPN on? What channel is it on? I'll wait.
It's different. It's gonna be different in other cities, though. Dorsey.
But he know what his channel is, don't he? What in Detroit? What channel is ESPN on?
Hey man, can we go to the next question?
See, that's that
next game. Next game.
Oh my God,
he ain't watching no football.
All right, the first Monday night matchup starting at 6:15, which is Eastern Standard Time because it's in Tampa Bay. So we got them Eagles Super Bowl contender Eagles going to play Buccaneers that are both teams sitting at 2-0, and Philly got the line at 5.5 points there, Mr. Levin. So who's your pick?
I'm going with my old team.
It's gonna be a good game.
Although Tampa Bay looking good, Baker Mayfield
Mike
Evans had 160 or 70 yards receiving.
You got on Mike Evans' back on that run. he started looking. When they tired and get caught, he started looking back. I was like, man, don't look back. Don't look back. Mike, keep looking at the end zone. All right, Mr. Brown, who's your pick? You got Eagles going to Tampa Bay, and we know it's hot down there for these up north teams. You know how it was for us. So going down the Buccaneers, and it's a night game though. It's a night game. All right,
I really love Philly's offensive line, man. I really do. They punish people, and then Jalen Hurts, man. I'm pulling for him too. So I'm a Philly guy.
All right, I'm coming with y'all too. I wish it wasn't Philly to go get me a cheesesteak. It's a really good food down there. All right,
you ever in Philly, go to Ishkabibbles on South Street.
Ishkabibbles. I like that. I like that. That sounds like a character name from Lord of the Rings.
Best steak and cheese and fries combo on the whole block.
God bless. That sounds delicious. All right, last game of the week. We got the Rams sitting at 1-1. The Bengals sitting at 0-2. But the line is to the Bengals at 2-point line. All right, we got the Rams going to Cincinnati, going to Ohio. There you go. Mr. Brown, who's your pick?
Man, Joe Burrow's and them been off for what, 2 weeks now?
Yep, 2 weeks. He's using these 2 weeks as training camp because he didn't.
I think
he limped off the field yesterday or Sunday.
Who did?
They got what?
Joe Burrow limped off. He re-aggravated that calf injury.
Oh, he did. I saw him limping off too. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna pull a Dorsey. If he play, I'm going with. I'm going with
only the winner from last year can do that. Only the winner from last year. If you were in last place last year, you ain't got nothing to say.
I believe I'm going with Joe. I'm going with
All
Joe.
right. You going with Joe. All right, Mr. Levins. He said
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Joe and the boys too. I'm gonna go with
All
Joe.
right. I'm gonna go with my LA team, my Rams here this week.
The Rams actually look pretty good against the 49ers. I thought they didn't get their head beat in.
Yeah, mix it up a little bit. In the chat, we got Dome Rocker going Rams all day. And I think Nick said he kind of likes the Bengals by saying they have to be mad at going at 0-2. So I'm thinking he's a Bengals supporter with that comment. So he's a Bengals fan there. So thank you, Nick and Dome Rocker in the chat. We'll be back. We are every Tuesday at 8:30.
8:30
a.m. Eastern time. So I know in my head this is right. No.
Yeah,
Eastern.
8:30.
So I won't be late because I was late coming to the party. Because I thought it was 9:00 Eastern. So I thought I had under 30 minutes. That's why I was like nonchalant, like, what's up? I'm like, oh, they in the studio early today. That's what I said to myself.
In your defense, I had to confirm with Chili over the weekend to make sure I had the right time.
Oh, okay. So 8:30. Because I had
4 times. 4 times you asked me. 4 times you asked me.
I needed to make sure.
Oh, man.
I started to call you Mike King. Ask me one more time. Ask me one more time.
Oh, heels have eyes, huh?
We start calling Mike.
Hey, when you said that to me that first time,
you so wrong for that.
When I met Mike for the first time and you said that, I said that's so wrong.
I keep a picture on my phone.
I said, but he's right. I said, but he's right though. I'm like, when you know a person and you love them, you got to hit them up every now and then with something. My God, they got to kill him because I already know my wife and kids kill me. They be tearing me up when I thought I was trying to be an artist one day. And I swear to God, I drew a banana. And they looked at it and said, Daddy, what? Is this a horse? I'm like, it's a banana. What do you mean? We're like, Daddy, that's okay. We know you good at football. This one thing is bad. It's all good. I'm like, shut up.
A banana with 4 legs?
I thought it was a banana. It looked like a banana to me. In my head, that's what I was thinking. You know how you get all creative? I was in my creative juices. I'm going to make a banana here. And they're like, Daddy, this look like a horse. What? I was like, look, I play football, I play video games. This is what I do. Sorry. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. So everyone in the chat, thank you, Mr. College, Nick, and Dome Rocker. And then he got a quick question. Did you see my comment about the karma? Oh, yeah, he had a comment for you, G, about karma. When you said,
hey, man, I got to go teach spin class. Let's wrap this shit up.
All right. We about to. Well, I didn't see the comment. I missed that comment. Sorry, Mr. College. We'll get it next week. But everybody in the chat and these 2 knuckleheads that I love to death. Love y'all. See y'all this weekend in the Bay. Have a good trip in, safely trip in as well, and to myself. And see y'all what's on Friday, Saturday, and the game thing. So everybody have a good rest of your day and be back in 2-2, a long 2-2, because it'll be next week. So
all right, fellas, my brothers, I love y'all. See y'all next time.
Yeah.
Well, y'all see you.
Peace.
Deuces.
Deuces. Bye, Ted.